Richard Southern joins us on this Monday with some very good news, Richard. The wait is over for fried chicken fans here in Ontario.
So I don't think, Janella, that there's ever been like a new food item here in Canada that's been as hyped or as most wanted as this, but we're talking about that Popeyes chicken sandwich that came out in the States last year. There it is. And it is now available here in Ontario, unfortunately not in the GTA. 11 Popeyes locations are testing this out in London, Windsor, Strathroy, Chatham, Sarnia, and St. Thomas. It will be coming, Janella, to the GTA when it launches nationally in September. But if you were so inclined, I suppose you could do a little road trip. I mean, this caused such a mania in the States last year. In fact, Janella, a man was fatally stabbed during an argument at a Popeyes in Maryland in November over what police said was a dispute.
Oh, man.
I know, over the sandwich. So, we don't want anything like that to happen, but it's going to be a big sensation when this does, in fact, come out.
We Canadians, we will politely wait in line for
and we'll
our
say
Popeyes.
Thank you and the whole deal, Janelle. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, we've got plans next month to take a cottage trip to Grand Bend, so maybe we'll hit up Popeyes in Sarnia and try it out and let you know.
I will eagerly await that on your Insta feed, Janella, when you try that sandwich out.
Okay, well, Toronto may not have Popeyes, but we do have skyrocketing home prices, and one property in the downtown area is raising eyebrows for its asking price because of the size.
We've seen some of this in recent years, but I mean, it's just mind-blowing every time. City News was there today. This little house on Euclid Avenue near College and Bathurst is sure tiny, Janella, 2 bedrooms, just 1 bathroom. But the listing price is nothing but tiny. This is now, it can be yours, Janella, for $1 million. Look at it.
Wow.
Of course, people, they buy it for the land, and oftentimes they knock these down. The listing, though, describes this as a, quote, great size with, quote, lots of potential, calling it a rare detached bungalow in the heart of Toronto, which I suppose is
just barely detached from the house next to it.
That's barely. There's the backyard and everything. And there's the inside, so it's nice and cozy, as they say. You know what this does tell us, though, Janella? It really shows that the housing market here in Toronto has held up in face of the pandemic. In fact, in June, the average selling price in the city was $930,000, and that was up almost 12% over last June. So the market has not been disturbed by COVID-19 whatsoever.
Incredible. I guess there is still demand in the city, even though, people are now working from home. You'd think they don't have to live downtown anymore. There is still demand for the market.
Absolutely. We'll see. We'll let you know what that thing sells for.
Okay, this might come as a surprise to some, but one of the top-selling baseball cards now belongs to a doctor, not a baseball player.
He can't play baseball, and we know for a fact he can't even throw, but it's Dr. Anthony Fauci who has one of the top-selling baseball cards. Janella, last week, we actually showed this last week. He threw out the opening pitch to start the Major League Baseball season. It wasn't good. As you can see coming up here, this thing veered way to the left. He's not a baseball player, of course. He's the top infectious disease specialist in the States. But Topps baseball card, they made one to mark this occasion, and it is now the top-selling Topps Now card. It sold for only 24 hours on their website. He actually beat out Blue Jays player Vladimir Guerrero to hold this title of the Topps Now cards. That was pretty interesting.
I'm sure he's a better doctor than he is a baseball player. One would hope.
Yeah, absolutely. I should mention real quick, Canada Revenue Agency pushing back the tax deadline until September 30th. You have until then to make your payment without any interest. You and I are back, Janella, with some more interesting stories just after 6:30.
We'll see you next hour, Richard.